there was a trigger situation with Ingot Trigger coming into play. And I'm like, how are you going to stack these triggers? And then we're like, I'm like, does it go to the graveyard first kind of thing?
Yeah.
And the judge came over and said, like he gets to choose how to stack his triggers. And I just asked him, do you want to stack it the good way or the bad way? And he's like, I want to stack it the good way. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, very good.
Good choice.
Well met.
So, an expedition map.
Okay.
So this is where he gets
On
one of the pieces.
Factory or
he can go get either Thespian. So it's worth noting that Josh Archer has Thespian Stage Dark Depth combo in his deck,
okay.
but he also has just Mistress Factory. And Mistress Factory, I don't think I would take the 9 turns here. I don't. It's 9 turns of
too
beatdown.
slow,
Yeah, and
right?
yeah. I think you have to go get Marat Leash. Make Marat Leash.
Do
here.
you get one, or do you just wait until you draw one
Yeah,
piece and then get the second one?
Precisely, yeah.
Activated at the moment? Is that because he's got the mana crypt.
Yeah, he has crypt, yeah. So on our backup table, Jitesh beats Adam Amy in game 1. So Bugfish taking game 1 against Oath.
Okay.
Yep. And here we just watching the stacks misery. This is, I think, Graham King is having like an infinitely more fun time than most of our other stacks opponents that we've seen in the feature match area today. He seems to have, because he has 4 permanents as opposed to 0.
4 is definitely considerably more than 0.
Wow, it's infinitely more if you consider 0.
Apparently, we've got a judge call here.
Okay, all right. So just pausing. Are we going to
What do you think?
Is our
He forgot to go to his draw step. That's like,
did that happen today?
I don't know, but he's got so many things going up.
The dice on the library reminding him to flip a coin for the mana crypt and to fade his tangle wires and to draw a card for coercive portal.
Yeah.
Certainly, and draw a card for the.
This is kind of funny. This is just kind of hypothetical situations. I have coercive portal and it's a triggered ability that lets me draw an extra card. If I draw my card and then forget to draw a card for my draw step, is it just like I missed my coercive portal trigger?
So it actually happened earlier today. There was a judge call.
All right, sweet.
Because one of the players said, all right, trigger on my coercive portal. I'm going to vote for this, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
And he goes, yep, cool. Draws a card, and then just goes to his main phase and casts something, and then goes, oh, did you draw for turn? And then they had to call Judge over and say, so I specifically said, I drew the card, and then...
Can someone please inform me what the voting modes are, voting options are on coercive portal?
Yeah, like, is voting... Like, because your opponent... Would it be your opponent's mistrigger as well, because they have to vote, or... I'm not sure exactly.
No, because he didn't miss that trigger, he just...
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if you like just didn't announce.
I think it's a trigger, and then on resolution you
they incorrectly resolving a trigger.
On resolution you vote.
I'm not sure on that one. It's
okay,
weird.
yeah, sure, yeah. It's definitely an interesting mechanic. It's a mechanic that's very interesting in multiplayer, I imagine, but in
I recommend nobody goes to the link that Nintenduga just posted there. It does not seem like a place where you would actually gain free items unless your free item was a virus. So
free virus is very easy to access.
We don't actually have a mod in the chat at the moment, I don't think, so feel free to spam away spam bots. Here we are, we're resolving our judge. Here we go. All right, judge call is over. No idea what the outcome. Maybe Josh just wanted to ask a question away from the table.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to understand exactly how Coercive Portal interacted with the draw.
Yeah,
step.
precisely. Yeah. You can just ban the user. Yeah.
Does he have anything in hand? Does he have any cards in hand?
Josh Archer.
Archer. No, I think he's. Oh no, he seems to have one.
You'd imagine
he has the letter R on the table near him. I imagine that's one card that's in his hand, but he's not casting.
Indeed. Yes, the real tricks. Of
exactly.
Because I'd be tempted to not crack the thing unless I had the other half of the combo.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
That said, no, it's just straight up wrong unless you desperately need to use the mana at a later turn because he only has one. Because he only has one Dark Depth. So
I suppose if he draws something that he wants to play.
Yeah.
Or if he...
But then you're fine because you're clocking him, I assume, with what you played.
Also, it means that you don't have to... If I wait until I draw my Thespian Stage before I go get my Dark Depth or vice versa, then I have to take 2 turns to play my lands.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that, but you want to draw first and then crack it. Like, because you're going to draw 2 cards, right? So then you main phase crack it and play...
Oh, sure. So you're not advocating for just holding it until I draw another thing?
No.
Until I draw one of the other halves.
Just at least one draw step. Because you want to be able to play the land that turn.
Yeah, precisely.
So then it just becomes a question is what's more important to you, the 2 mana? But you got like 2 shops outside.
I'm not sure if Josh drew 2 this turn. So we see Tanglewire. That can get the Khan, and then...
Yeah, Buried Ruin can get Khan back.
Okay, yeah. So he didn't get half. He just wanted to get the Khan. And
we got Buried Ruin. Yeah, that's
got Buried Ruin to go get Khan, and then he's just going to kill him with Khan very quickly. Yeah. No, this is a good play from Josh.
This is much better. Okay, cool. Like, he knows what's going on. That's great.
What a surprise! What a delight and a privilege, an unexpected delight to people who know what's going on.
Buried Ruin. A powerful card.
I bet it's going to get Force of Willed.
Seems unlikely.
It can't. Trinisphere's in play.
Yes, agreed.
Twice today, I had my opponent had a Chalice out at 0, and I was like, well, the only way I'm winning this game is if I play a Mox and it does not get counted. It did not.
It did not get counted.
It did not resolve. It did not resolve.
Okay, yeah.
It never resolves.
Yeah.
That's not true. I've had it resolved.
Gut checking people when they have Chalices when it plays is always a pleasure.
It's not good on
We're just like, yes, I'll just... I'll just pass this creature, and they're like, oh, God, you got me. And you're like,
we got to see Khan taking out a Mox.
Oh, cool, yep. The secret mode of Khan.
Fun interaction. Oh, man, the rolls here.
Yeah.
That is about 5 or 6, I think.
It's got to be over.
So we have 3 activations, so we can make...
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus...
Closely portals.
10, 11, 12. He's going to attack for 18 this turn if he has enough mana, which he doesn't. But...
Yeah,
is it 1 mana to?
It's 1 mana to activate.
So he's got 3 mana. So you're gonna Coercive Portal for 4.
Trinisphere and Tanglewire.
Okay. He doesn't want to attack the Trinisphere because it taps. But we'll see if that happens. That'll be interesting.
It's worth noting that Graham King has Krakus in play right now.
Ooh.
Which is okay against Khan. At least
always good against generals.
Yeah, very solid against generals. In fact, maybe unfair in EDH.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it banned in EDH?
I don't know. I've never looked at the EDH ban list in my life.
Leaders?
I think so. I think it's a banned card. It
seems very good.
It's strictly too unfair. Too unfun.
It's pretty unfair.
Yeah, it's against the healthy nature of the Soling format.
Points it in.
I'm glad to see he didn't attack with that Trinisphere. Which
Yeah. Turn that Trinisphere off.
That's great.
Yeah. Tight plays.
Some tight plays from Josh.
That's a man who reads his reminder text.
Non-plays, right?
Yeah.
Graham hasn't done much. He's tapped his land successfully.
Yeah, that's so true.
I
feel like Graham's had enough fun in this game.
He's going to go home content.
It's hard to argue that. But this is Shops doing what Shops does. They finally found a way to close this game out.
Yeah. Buried Ruins, really good.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple today, and the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But,
yeah, just rebuying Lodestone Golem, rebuying cards like Khan Silver Golem.
As we saw here, it made the other interesting inclusion of the Expedition map a lot more powerful.
Yeah, precisely, yeah.
What do you reckon the best deck against Shops is?
I don't have enough experience with Vintage to say, but I suspect that it's not a blue deck. I think it's probably Dredge.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, it could be Dredge.
I'm just speculating, though. It could be that Mentor decks are good against it because they have enough ways of getting permanents into play. But have we got table 2 to go to? Can we go to table 2 rather than the booth?
Yeah, that'd be...
Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Okay, cool.
We should have gone here a long time ago.
It's alright. So here we have another strictly a more...
Wow, this is a one-sided game.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of...
And Anime is a game down. So, and whenever Jace is ticking up, things are bad.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So, we have Jitesh...
Okay, so this game is actually...
Yeah,
this is actually more over than the Shops game was.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
See Bob out as well.
Yeah. So a bit of a walk over here from
Jitesh giving Adam the all these.
Yeah, all these Death Rat Shamans.
Okay.
We're playing against Oath of Druids. It's very possible that you could the game could be over. Yeah, it's very possible that Oath of Druids could be cast.
With Jay sticking up though, you'd imagine that is a situation that Jitesh is going to avoid.
I don't know. Jitesh. Wow. Ticking up Jace when he doesn't actually have any counters in hand.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is.
He has, a win condition in play, so he doesn't need to...
We don't know what the life totals are, that's the thing.
We don't know what the life totals are. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he was just going for the kill.
So, reveals Black Brainstorm.
Oh, no, he does have cards in hand. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, no, that was just the 2 cards he drew for 10. Alright.
Just going to have another look at what's on top. And that looks like a land, I think. And
you can keep it, Adam.
Yeah. He's going to crack the fetch anyway, so...
Yep.
Oh.
Nope, Adam does not crack the fetch.
He's fine with drawing the card that Jitesh wants him to draw.
Have you ever called someone on that? Where, the situation where you see their top card, and so you leave it on, and then try to trick them into shuffling,
I love that.
Have you called...
it's often not worth it, but...
Well, sometimes, because, if you put it on the bottom... Then
and they don't crack the fetch, and they get a random draw.
Yeah, it's the same.
Whereas if they've only got one fetch, it's particularly relevant.
Yeah.
There's definitely been times where I've done it. You like look at it and you just go snap, put it back.
Yeah,
Whatever it is,
you're like,
snap, put it back.
fine.
Yeah.
You're like Will, put it back. And you got the risk though of them like forgetting.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like draw card. And you're like,
Can you please just don't? You didn't want to shuffle it away? You weren't interested in shuffling there?
Like announce end step. You're like, any effects at my end of turn step?
Any lands you would like to search
I
for?
shouldn't have left it on time. I forgot you had the fetch. It's sweet. You don't get the interaction online, but in real life, then they get to look at the card and be like, "Oh no," which is a fun little one.
hey, you don't get that in.
You don't get that in Moto, yeah.
Yeah. So Adam
So what do we say?
clawing his way in.
Oh, Will.
Well, if anything's going to win you a game of Magic,
Wow,
Yawgmoth will.
Death Rod Shamans out there.
Okay.
quiet.
It seems like there'll be less resources to work with than.
Yep, here we go, exiling more things.
There's an oath there, but he needs access to mana in order to be able to cast that. So maybe he's got a TBL in hand.
TBL. TBL, the bailout.
Yeah. Even then, though, so we see Adam's on 10.
I think
Yeah.
if he has the TBL, he would have played that.
You'd
First.
imagine. It seems.
It's Will. That's what you do.
Yeah.
It seems like. Yeah, Adam's in a lot of trouble here. So we see Force Mox Oath. He's got another Mox in hand, or some sort of mana he can.
He wanted. Oh, he's just going to play a Sapphire and pass the turn.
That is,
Yeah, that's awkward. He was wanting to get a fight over that.
He wanted to have a land in his graveyard, and Dash is like, no.
Look, to be perfectly fair, it does buy him a turn here, because if he didn't cast Yawgmoth's Will in this situation,
he would have gotten
yeah,
shocked.
he would have got shocked twice and untapped and potentially shocked 3 times.
I don't know if there's quite enough fuel.
Yeah,
In Jitesh's own graveyard as well. Yeah, the game would actually be over, I think.
Yeah, good point.
So yeah,
I still think the game's over unless he
Don't
draws
get me wrong, very certainly.
Ancestral into Time Walk Oath and
Jitesh has nothing.
and a green spell. And I don't know.
and Jitesh Fate seals incorrectly. Yeah, let's go back to the table.
that was the default value Will. All right, we're going back to table 1 now.
Looks unfortunate for Adam. Maybe.
Do we have Graham's sideboard here?
Yes.
Okay, here's Graham. So we got sideboarding against shops. We have Disenchants. We have Sword Splash is good
Do you
against
bring in
shops.
Pithing Needle?
Potentially.
We have Engineered Explosives, which I think is pretty solid.
Yeah.
What did Devout Witness do again? Oh,
that's
Devout
the
Witness
one.
is very good.
Yeah, that's
right?
the discard a card, destroy target enchantment or
Yeah.
artifacts.
Oh yeah, so that card's probably going to come in. And so here we have Graham King bursting out the gates with a turn 2 Trinket Mage off of a Mox.
Yes, Adam went down 2-0.
Yeah, Adam winds up losing that game
And Josh
on
Archer
table 2.
with the Wasteland, Mox, and Expedition now.
So this is not a particularly explosive start for the shops deck here.
No. Yeah, you really want to. Like, the dream is to play a
Yo,
shop,
Mishra's Workshop.
and then play a lock piece. So
Yeah.
anything other than that is.
Yeah, so I don't know if Josh Mulligan in this game or not, but this is not a great situation for him, and it's allowing time for Graham to get on board.
Yeah, like, I guess it sets up a turn 2 lock piece, but a turn 2 lock piece is considerably slower.
Yeah, certainly, especially when your opponents had time to get their Mox into play and their Grizzly Bear.
Yeah, their Grizzly Bear is.
It's not even a Grizzly Bear; it's a Grey Ogre. But the point still stands.
It does, yeah. Much stronger against Spell Snare.
Yes, certainly.
Josh
Better
Mull
against
for
us.
5, we see.
It's worse against nothing. 2 lands.
So
Alright,
he's
so-
gonna, do you imagine he's just going to get the...
I believe it's workshop time here. I can't imagine you want to go and get something tricky like Thespian Stage or Buried Ruin
You've
here.
already got the Dark Depths in hand, maybe, or something.
Yeah, maybe if I had Dark Depths in hand. But Workshop makes perfect sense to go get
here.
here.
Pass?
It was.
Pass.
There's not very many 3-mana plays that you can make in the deck. There's Spheres and then there's Tangle Wires, but it's not like you can shut out things like Lodestone Golem, Coercive Portal, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, yeah. Do we have Staff of Nins in?
I don't know if we have Staff of Nins.
I'm
Josh's
gonna head
deck.
off, guys. I'm gonna give people back their cards and.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks
All
for
right.
helping out, mate.
Thanks very much for joining us in the booth, Isaac. I'll jump over back on the other headphones.
Alright. Cheers.
That's it.
Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers.
Alright, so Trinket Mage is getting in there. Oh, we see a Library of Alexandria getting activated. That's very good for Graham here, letting him pull ahead on resources against the already resource-starved Josh Archer.
Yeah.
Sensei's Divining Top coming down now.
Library drawing a card here while it can with Wasteland in play.
Yeah, but I mean, like if Josh doesn't have anything to do with 3 mana, his mana's very constrained.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, this is going very well for Graham. This is what you need to do against decks like Workshops. You need to get out ahead of their lock pieces, get yourself some board positions, some mana in play, and once you have mana in play, the lock pieces are just much less important.
Ooh, we see a Lodestone Golem come down.
Yeah, Lodestone Golem, very solid card here for Josh. It's probably his best lock piece in the situation because it presents his best threat at the same time.
Certainly a fantastic card. We see the Swords of Plowshares.
So yep, Swords did come in. So 5 life for Josh and an attack for 2 from Graham.
Passing back.
This is a great situation for Graham. I'd be very happy sitting there with 2 blue up, so mana drain available to him.
Yeah, you can start activating top, try and find some more disenchant effects, etc.
Yeah, precisely.
And
exactly. Fun is allowed to be had here.
Yeah, if Josh was able to untap with the Lodestone Golem and then start to protect it with further pieces...
I got a serious question for you.
Yeah?
Do you know what Portcullis does?
I did not. I wouldn't... if it had put a gun to my head, I would have had no idea what that card was or what it did.
Okay, alright. So Portcullis is an artifact. I'm going to go verbatim here.
Yep.
Or maybe paraphrasing. Portcullis is an artifact that says, if a creature will come into play and there are 2 or more creatures in play, that you exile that creature under Portcullis. If Portcullis would leave play, you return all the creatures that are under Portcullis into play.
So how do you utilize that in the Vintage format?
No further questions.
So if there's 2 creatures out and then another creature comes out, that creature gets exiled?
Yeah, that creature gets... Yeah.
And then when does it break?
When Portcullis leaves play.
So you can only have 2 creatures out?
Yeah, I believe that 2 creatures in play at all, like between both players.
Oh, so you're trying to get 2 creatures out, and then your opponent's locked.
I think that's how it works. Yeah. Paddy on commentary. Yeah, it's me on commentary. Motion propulsion. I don't know who you are, but you seem to know who my name is.
How would you say that works as far as like a flavor for a Portcullis?
Well, tell me what a Portcullis is now.
Portcullis is in castles. When you have you've got the drawbridge.
Yes.
And then there's the thing that drops down with all the like spikes and stuff.
Okay.
The like gate thing that you lift
sure.
down. That's a Portcullis.
No flavor.
Yeah,
Zero flavor whatsoever.
So like 2 people come into the castle and the Portcullis closes, and doesn't let anyone else into the castle.
Yes.
And then when you take the Portcullis out, the cards that couldn't come in. I'm not sure.
You're really making a meal.
It's an interesting one. I think
interesting or tedious.
I think if Portcullis was in Australia, it would have been a different card. They would have.
It's possible that it would have been different. Yeah, but we see Josh climbing into this game here. Sol Ring into Khan Silver Golem. Not great against the Swords of Plowshares.
Because he doesn't have the lock pieces down. These swords are doing really good
exactly.
work.
They're just allowing Jace to roam free. Trinket Mage to get in for damage. And Graham to generally just pull ahead in resources while depleting Josh's. So here we have just an immediate brainstorm. I'm not even sure.
No, that is a Sensei's Divining Top activation.
Very good. Very, very good. Yep. So that's an upkeep Sensei's Top?
I believe so,
yes.
That's what it looks like. Interesting to upkeep to that when you've got Jace out. So he's going for the Fade too. I know... Playing Kurgan in Highlander a lot, I'd get in a situation where you have Jace and top, and as soon as you get Jace, I'd just ignore top for the rest of the game, basically.
Yeah, when maybe you should be topping and face sealing.
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like that format's so powerful that you just want to find the cards and put the game away. I didn't win games often with Jace.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so what do we cast?
Portcullis is in your level 3 Flavor Judge test.
So we see Disenchant on the Sol Ring.
Yeah. He's really got all the tricks.
Yeah,
the anti-artifact tricks here.
He must have a lot more hate in hand to be throwing away a Disenchant on.
Agreed.
Although I guess this does turn him off. No, he can still Lodestone Golem. He can still do. He can't Staff of Nina. I'm not sure if he's got that in his list. That might just be a Luke McCandle special.
Yeah, it may be.
Oh no, 3 Staff of Nina. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. And 2 Coercive Portals. So we've got 5 Howling Mines.
Yeah, very spicy. So we're coming back. I imagine the Jace will be ticking up again. And looks like we're quite likely going to be going to game 3.
Yep. Yeah, definitely Graham King on the trick decks on Bob.
Yeah, and Josh Archer on the real tricks are for cowards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about Khan? Khan's an interesting one that
it's a card that you see all the time in these decks. I think it's probably the best way to close the game if you've got locks.
Yeah, it seems really good.
You just animate everything and just rumble.
I don't know if it's not online, but when I was playing Vision Online, none of the stack decks were running it. It must be online.
Oh, it's definitely online.
Yeah.
I believe it's in that draft format.
I know it used to be quite popular.
It's in Vintage Masters.
Oh, okay. I never saw
Graham cycling away Josh's Staff of Nin with his Vendilion Click. It is indeed Vendilion Click, yep. Yeah, Josh with showing the Mox in his hand. And now the Thespian Sage.
So he hits the...
Oh, he could potentially have Marit in this game.
Yeah. That's not very good against Jace, but...
But it's you can make it end step.
Oh, yeah, end step, yeah, sure.
So
and we've used 2 swords from Graham.
2 swords have been used, yeah. So there's only 1 remaining. At least of the sideboarded ones. This is Graham's deck, right?
It's going to be hard for him to assemble it with under Jace Fate Seal Lock as well, though.
Okay, so there are 4 swords in the list in the 75.
Yeah, seems really good in this matchup.
Yeah.
So swords is definitely at a really good spot in Vintage at the moment. The fact that people are playing so many creatures and it's good against shops.
Yeah. Yeah, it's remarkable. Still proving itself to be a very powerful spell.
Yeah. What do you think the odds are of seeing swords in Magic Origins?
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%?
Yes.
So about the same as getting turn 1 killed in Standard?
Probably a little bit higher.
Yeah, probably a little bit higher.
I was actually wondering if Magic Origins was going to have a bunch of reprints from the some of the more powerful staples that have been around. So printing like Lightning Bolt again and printing Mana Leak and stuff like that. Just as a kind of like last hurrah for the Standard format. We have a busted sleeve for Graham that's been pointed out by Josh.
Can be very dangerous in Vintage.
Yeah, exactly. Graham choosing to ignore it and Fate Sealing away.
You can keep that one.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I wouldn't be too surprised to see Lightning Bolt, but Mana Leak would shock me, I think. I don't think they enjoyed it being in Standard.
That was just Snapcaster Mage's fault.
Yeah, despite I enjoyed it all.
Oh, yeah. You really enjoyed losing that PTQ final.
I did love losing that PTQ finals.
You sure did. You're just hoping for lots of trick cards? Yeah. So am I. Yeah, we've seen a trick card here. Force of Will countering Thorn of Amethyst.
Yeah, Force of Will being cast for no mana for the trick mode.
Yeah, exactly.
See Tangawire coming down, and Josh looks pretty
forlorn.
Yeah, forlorn at this point. Oh, we're seeing a brain. Was that a brain?
No, that's an end step top.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Because
leaving the busted sleeve card on top so we can draw it and then change the sleeve.
Makes sense. So we've got Jace's on 9 counters at the moment. Although these Trinket Mages are really...
They're really getting tapped for Tangawire here. I think Graham's just going to combo kill him here.
You think he's going to...
Oh, there's a salvages.
Oh, there's a salvages.
There's a salvages. This is just off the table.
Okay. It's probably irrelevant for the matchup.
Probably, yeah. So
we get to see the trick.
So we have infinite mana from Auriok Salvage's Black Lotus. We're using infinite mana to play Restoration Angel and Blink Trinket Mage. We're using Trinket Mage to go get Aether Spellbomb. Aether Spellbomb's drawing... is playing itself and sacrificing itself to draw a card, and so we're drawing our entire deck.
And then
from this position, we can go get Monastery Mentor, make an infinite number of tokens, and then keep going to get, keep the loop going until we find Time Walk, and then cast Time Walk and kill him.
Okay. What if Monastery Mentor's the last card in the deck?
Well, then good luck, Graham.
I
haven't actually thought that hard about it.
He's just going to make a heap of creatures, it looks like, and
yep.
The dude's plan.
Yep.
Oh, the Fate Seal.
Worth noting, he can also
why did he
Fate Seal himself? He can also Jace Ultimate target himself.
Yeah, that's a sweet one.
To give himself cards in library if he needs to.
Why did he stop drawing? Do you think?
Because he found what he needed, I believe.
I guess, but then why did he Fate Seal his opponent?
I'm
just not very familiar with Bomberman. When I asked you to explain Bomberman, it's because I had no idea what the...
I at least know what the macro archetype is like.
We see the Time Walk, and
and the trick has been assembled.
Yeah.
Yep.
There might be a judge call there, as Josh isn't aware whether or not combinations are allowed.
Yes, that's true. We might just have to go call the head judge for clarification.
Unfortunately for Josh, he accidentally joined the combination queue.
Yeah, that's right. It's an unfortunate mistake that we can all make it, from time to time.
Yeah, I've joined many a combination queue on accident. So we'll be going to game 3. How do you feel? Do you think that the matchup is bad for Josh, or was that just a poor handing a mold of 5?
I guess he's mulliganed low. He didn't have an early lock piece. Graham was on the play. I think a lot of things have to go right for Graham to get in a situation like that. I don't know. It's difficult to say that. There's certainly like a lot of reason to think that Graham's matchup won't be very good here because he's going to suffer from. Okay, so we got results from the other table actually. Jacob Dunn defeats Thomas Daniels. Yeah, Tom Daniels 2-1 in the Shops mirror. So we're going to have Shops in the semifinals at least for sure.
That'll be good.
9resh is asking what the combo is. The combo that Graham's playing is Black Lotus plus Aureox salvages, which lets you generate infinite mana. Thanks very much. So yeah, sorry, we're back in the booth here. Shut that door.
Yep.
We're a very professional organization here at Sneak and Show. Welcome back to the booth. We've got some results from the other tables. We have was it Leroy Martin defeating Andy Horn 2-0. Jacob Dunn winning 2-1. Adam Amy losing 2-0 to Jitesh.
Yep.
And then we're going to be watching the game 3 of Graham King versus Josh Andrews.
Yeah.
Cool, I remembered all those names.
Yeah, very good.
That's right. It's been a long day here. Do I think that Shops is ahead in this matchup? I do.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for a blue deck to not be ahead against Shops.
Especially
Shops.
being on the play in game 3.
Yeah, precisely, yeah. I think that hand was relatively anemic from Josh.
Yeah, it was probably a keep, and you just hope that your opponent doesn't have much action, but I don't think he would have had high expectations for winning.
Yeah, I don't know. The deck's so explosive, I feel like you can probably err on the side of trying to mulligan into a lock piece.
Yeah,
because if his hand is fragile like that, you can just put a lock piece into play, and actually the game can just be done. Yeah, okay, yeah. Andy Horn lost 2-0. Yeah, we heard that one.
Yeah. Hitting a lock piece early, when he could shoot it for the workshop, would have made it a completely different game.
Yeah, precisely. Buster 3 a.m. There is coverage tomorrow. We have Legacy tournament tomorrow to win a winner who takes a Mox Sapphire. Don't know who we're covering it just yet. It probably won't be the two of us, though. One or maybe both of us will be here at the time.
We might be kicking you around.
Yeah, exactly. But there's coverage tomorrow, and there's coverage on Monday as well, or Monday our time, and that's going to be of Australian Highlander, which is a kind of competitive singleton format.
Very good format if you're not familiar with it. There's a lot of information online you can find fairly easily, and I'd encourage you all to check it out because it's very fun.
Yeah, it's a unique and interesting format.
Yeah, for sure.
Here we are, back down at the tables for game 3 between Josh Archer and Graham King. Josh is on the play with his Workshops deck this game, and he just dropped the card onto the table. Hopefully he takes it out of his lap and puts it back into his deck.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we can all say that we're rooting for that.
So it looks like Josh has mulled to 6, I believe?
Yeah, Josh mulliganing here, and Graham seems to be content keeping his hand. Graham, of course, playing the blue-white combo deck, Bomberman.
Yes.
We just saw him assemble the trick yesterday. In game 2, sorry.
Yep, not quite yesterday.
Not quite yesterday, though it feels like it sometimes.
Yeah, alright, so Josh contemplating his 6. Can't quite see exactly. I can see Force there, which is probably pretty good. Yeah, stop that Trinisphere coming down.
Just any of the lock pieces.
Alright, and we're off.
And another non-explosive hand from Josh.
Yeah, no shop, turn 1, which is
interesting. So here we have Flutterstrand and Mox is going to play top, or Aether Spellbomb.
Aether Spellbomb.
Interesting.
Out of the gates, how do you feel about Aether Spellbomb as a value card?
I would like to get it into play. It's a permanent for Tangle Wire, and it's a Aussie Highlander is 7-point Highlander. Yeah, that's right. There was one of the greatest brews I've ever seen. It was Bear Tribal.
Bear Tribal.
It just had all the bears, like the green bears in Magic history, and it had no power.
World Bear.
Boldivian Bear.
Yeah, all the classics.
Yeah, just all the classic bears. It was a bear theme deck.
So we see Strip Mine, your Strip
I
Mine.
also saw him win his round 1 match.
Yeah,
it was great.
Sweet. This was interesting because he had a fetch. He was able to play Strip Mine, strip his opponent's strip, and then without losing equity.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he's blanked the Wasteland as well by fetching an island, which a
solid time all around for Graham. So this is the start. This is the kind of starts that Graham needs to win this match on the draw. We've got no explosive opening plays. Tangle Wire coming down here is powerful and all, but so Graham choosing to cycle here. That's interesting to me.
Yeah,
Cycling here means that you no longer, if this winds up resolving, you no longer have a good permanent to tap for it, and it takes you a little bit longer to get your mana unlocked.
Okay, I assumed he was trying to find a card to counter with or something.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he taps.
I imagine that's what he was going for, but it's interesting to me that he would choose to do that as over something like. Yeah, now we're in this situation. Cavernous Soul's going to cast Soul Ring here, which he drew off of his Aether Spellbomb last turn.
Oh.
Okay, so mana is in Graham King's court.
Yep.
It is good to be the king. Yeah, so we're tapping 3 permanents for Tangle Wire.
We got Wasteland. Imagine take out Graham is
Taking
expectantly getting rid of his Cavern of Souls.
Precisely. It's a trick for you at home. If you expect your opponent to do something, you should just pick it up like they're going to do it, and maybe they'll do it when it's not good for them.
Alright, so we see, I believe Tangle Wire Trigger is on the stack at the moment.
Tangle Wire Trigger is on the stack at the moment. This isn't a situation that I would like to be in if I was Josh. I think this is a unpleasant situation, and yeah, that's an average time.
His very few resources now.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's a workshop. What just happened there? Oh, it was going to draw step. Sorry, of course, going to draw step, and he was reminded that he had to draw.
Oh no! So you see Crackers coming down. So he's hitting his land drops and
and we're not wastelanding Crackers in this situation because we're so
constrained.
Yeah, exactly. We need to start making land drops.
So Graham untapping with potentially 4 mana, so we could play a JC if he's run out of
steam. Yep.
Right, so the Tangle Wire is
also fading down and
steam.
tapping itself. Yeah, we're gonna see full power Graham King not too long. Can't imagine this is what Josh Archer was after when he sat down and decided he was gonna play workshops today. When you have no workshops, it's significantly less good.
Yeah, I mean the namesake card is really what brings the deck together and allows you to do things that are unfair enough to compete on the scale of Vintage.
That is a Thorn of Amethyst, I believe.
Ah.
Nope. Lodestone Golem.
That's a Lodestone Golem?
Well, that's a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, that's a very blue altar.
Yeah.
Right, so he gets Force of Will, pitching Mana Drain, that looks like.
I've seen a lot of altars here today.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of Vintage thing, isn't it? You want to pimp your deck out and...
Your deck's already worth $1 million, so you might as well have some things that are scribbled on.
Yeah, draw pictures on them.
Yeah.
Why not?
This is a mighty card in this matchup. Those of you who don't know what Devout Witness does, it's a 2/2 for 1 white and 2 colorless.
Yep.
It has an activated ability: 1 white, 1 colorless. Tap, discard a card, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Yeah, it was I think it was in Vintage Masters.
I believe it was in Vintage Masters. It was originally printed in Mercadian Masks, but it's a repeatable removal spell against these workshop decks. They're gonna have a real tough time beating cards like this.
Yeah,
here we get to untap, and even though Thorn is kind of blocking out like non-creature spells or making them more difficult to cast, it doesn't really matter. Devout Witness can just crunch away.
Yeah,
over
Auric Salvages can just come in.
Yeah, you can just play Auric Salvages and just get your beat down on.
Yeah.
Here, Graham doesn't really need to do anything other than sit back. If Lodestone Golem resolves, he can choose to remove it, but he can just get sideways in the meantime.
Yeah, like Devout Witness dodging Staff of Nids 1 damage as well. I'm not sure if Josh Archer can actually remove it.
Oh, he had Dismember in his deck.
Yeah, Dismember, okay.
So Graham King navigating his way through the stacks.
Yeah, he
not being a traditional stacks deck, but a workshop deck.
Yeah, for sure. Now Graham definitely seems to have a lot of tools, especially Devout Witness, available to him post board that are helping him make his way through this matchup, and that we see him just discarding and taking out the expedition. Is that not a tap ability? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tap ability, yeah.
Wonderful, see it. Judge call. No, I'm just gonna keep playing. Are we?
Yeah, I would just keep playing the situation.
Yeah, it makes sense. So the salvage. So we need a. Is Thorn of Amethyst non-artifact or?
It's non-creature.
Non-creature. Okay.
Lodestone Golem is non-artifact.
Yeah. So Black Lotus is not infinite mana. It's just Infinite Storm unless he takes it out.
Yeah, precisely.
But you can take it out with any card with
TBL.
Yeah. TBL. That's another Salvages.
Yep, another Salvages. So the beatdowns of plan is real.
So that's 6 power, is it? So 2-turn clock at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. The win. Josh needs to draw a workshop real fast. Also, he's taking 1 damage a turn from his mana vault.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very tough for him at this point.
Yeah, it's looking quite dire.
We see the goons coming in.
Yep, so it's going to be another damage here after this. Yep, putting him down to off. Yep, so Josh going to 4 in his draw step. A-Call.
A-Call. Oh no.
Yeah, I would say the Graham King's firmly in the driver's seat here. It's going to take a large kind of a strange situation for Josh to be able to get out of this. And here he is at 2 life. TBL. What can TBL leverage in? No, extension of the hand. Yeah, well played, Graham. Well played, Josh.
Unfortunately, Josh.
Yeah, congratulations to Graham for advancing, and commiserations to Josh for being eliminated. Though, making a top 8 is an admirable effort.
Yeah, it was a big tournament.
Yes, 50 players. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, a lot of people very experienced in the vintage format. So
precisely, yeah, and Graham being CanCon champion,
yeah,
not lacking experience, particularly with a deck like Bomberman. Yeah, so yeah. That's the end of coverage for the quarterfinals.
So
we'll have semifinals starting soon, though.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So we'll just come back to the booth for a bit.
Yeah, we'll just come back to the booth until semis start. Who do you think will be coming for the semis?
Okay, so can we put the bracket up, actually?
Yeah, that'd be cool. So did Andy
lost.
Down.
Andy lost. Adam Amy lost. So we have Bugfish, we have Shops, we have Bomberman.
We're watching Bugfish.
We have Dredge.
We're watching Bugfish.
Yeah, sure, we can watch.
Sounds sweet.
It's Bugfish versus Bomberman.
Awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
So Dredge and Shops.
Dredge and Shops can go hang off over to the side.
They can go and do whatever. Oh, we don't even have to pick matches this round because we've only got 2 matches.
Damn it! I really wanted to leave Shops alone. Sorry to all you workshop players out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a fun deck to watch.
No.
How many Aussies are here playing?
49 players today.
Yeah, which is
it's a solid turnout. No proxy events, fully sanctioned.
Yeah, like for no proxies, that's very impressive.
Yeah, and we were trying to debate. We were trying to argue last night about who we think has the how many Lotuses we think are going to be in the room, and I was very conservative. I thought maybe 20, assuming we get maybe 35 players or whatever. And now I think we're probably sitting at probably about 30 Lotuses or 40 Lotuses in the room.
Yeah, there's a lot of Lotuses.
Yeah, that's true. Many Lotus.
There weren't many people playing unpowered.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I heard 3 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of restrictions on the unpowered thing. Your Bazaar of Baghdad counts as power.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Jacob Dunn won 2-1.
Yeah,
against Thomas.
He's definitely been having a good day.
Yeah, yes, having a solid day. Yeah, 49 players is really, really, really good.
What percentages would you give, since Dredge and what Shops are pretty standard in the Dredge Shops matchup? Who would you give the edge to?
I think it's Dredge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's Dredge.
I think being on the play can be very important, but
agreed. I just don't think Shops can win game 1 at all.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
I think at post board, a lot of the cards that answer the graveyard hate spells also just answer all the other cards in the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Ingot Chewers and Ingot Chewers and Nature's Claims and stuff like that. The two top seeds both lost. 3 of the top 4 are lost actually. So play draw maybe less important. Yeah, so we're gonna watch.
That's quite interesting.
I mean, across our sample size of 4 games, 4 matches.
Statistically significant.
I would say it's hard. I would be hard pressed to say it's insignificant. So yeah, we're gonna be watching Jitesh versus Graham King. So yeah, Bugfish versus Shops.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and dig up Jitesh's deck list. I was struggling to find it before. I feel like it may have been misfiled. But so when you say Bugfish, do you mean Merfolk?
I do not mean Merfolk, which is the traditional meaning of the word fish. But fish is a term generally used to describe any aggressive, any aggro control deck, usually with a mana denial or counter magic strategy. The Bugfish deck in particular, this iteration will have cards like Deathrite Shaman, Dark Confidant, maybe Snapcaster Mages or something like that. Just small creatures that provide a solid utility and repeatable effects that allow you to give yourself an advantage that you turn into a win while keeping your opponent on the back foot with stuff like Wasteland and other kind of counter spells.
Yeah, the classic sort of get slightly ahead,
stay ahead, and hold until just enough time.
Right, so I've got the deck list here. So yeah, we've got Deathrite, 4 Deathrites, 4 Dark Confidants, 4 Abrupt Decays, 3 Mental Misstep, 3 Spell Pierce, 3 Snapcasters, 4 Force, 2 Trigon Predator, the Moxes, all the power, Dismember, a True Name.
We only have the 3 on-color Moxes in this one, I believe.
Oh yeah, so 3 Mox, the Time Walk, the Ancestral Recall, the Dismember, the True Name, the Brainstorm, the Ponder, the Jace, a DT, a VT,
a Life from Loam, and a Null Rod. So he has 4 Wastelands in a strip.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I will say about this deck is it's very, very colored mana intensive, but it also plays a lot of colorless lands. It plays 5 colorless lands and it's very color intensive.
Yeah, I suppose the Deathrite Shamans really need to help there. And how do you feel about Illness in the ranks and the board?
Illness in the ranks and the board. I'm not sure what it's good against. Oh, Young Pyromancer
Okay, yeah.
and Monastery Mentor.
Yeah.
Maybe this deck struggles with Mentor. I can imagine it struggling with Mentor actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch Graham and Jitesh when they're ready. I believe it'll be relatively soon.
Yeah, everyone's keen to get going. Oh, already shuffled up.
Yep. So on play draw, I believe it'll be Graham on the play. Jitesh finished 8th on tiebreakers.
So players looking at their opening hands here.
Jitesh got some interesting playmat art there. I haven't seen that one before.
Oh, that is.
It's not bad.
No, it's
As
quite
far
nice.
as playmat art goes, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I wonder what land that is.
Curious.
So it looks like Jitesh is going to 6 and Graham is content.
Comes the elaborate pile shuffle between mulligans.
Yes.
How do you feel about the pile shuffle between
the
mulligans?
pile shuffle. I've gone off it recently.
Yeah, because you were told off by a level
I
3
was-
head judge extraordinaire.
Yeah, I was told off by
Philip J. Fry,
Yeah.
Simon Freiberg.
Exactly.
That pile shuffling is not randomizing your deck.
I also watched a really good video on how to
get it.
randomize a deck of cards,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think I don't know the effect that's had on my like shuffling equity, but I feel like I'm randomizing decks better than I used to.
That's good. That's
It
good.
was something I used to be concerned about that maybe I wasn't.
Yeah, you weren't mana weaving properly?
Yeah, that my mana weaving wasn't
Up to scratch.
the mana weaving wasn't carrying through.
Yeah, you
my
were
shuffling.
developing too many clumps.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
You
sometimes.
need to break out those clumps
Yeah, and if you
and not randomize the deck.
if you mana weave and then shuffle too much, the mana weaving was irrelevant. So
Yeah, exactly.
it can be tough. All right, so we see TBL coming down on turn 1.
Yeah, TBL Flooded Strand.
Oh, the dream.
It is the dream. Anytime you cast TBL, it's the dream.
It's so good. Or like my other personal favorite is drawing Yorgwheel and looking in my graveyard and seeing TBL there. Oh, Aiko. All
he's
the
just-
hits.
He's platinum hits right now.
Yeah, just
and no
showing-
mental misstep or force of will.
That
This
is unfortunate.
that is a very ugly sign.
Yeah. Are we going to see anything else happen? Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Mox Jace or a Salvages.
Shuffle wins again.
Yeah. So we see Sapphire.
Oh, just all the TBL,
TBL hits the graveyard.
TMS,
And Jace
JTMS, TJTMS,
off the MS.
the Mana Source,
the Mox Sapphire.
TMS,
The Mox Sapphire. So we see Brainstorm.
the musical stylings of TI.
Graham really hogging the fun at this point in
That's
the
right.
game.
Yeah, it seems to be one-sided. He's just playing fun solitaire at the moment.
Yeah. He's yet to tag Jitesh into the... Oh, Jitesh tags it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the classic land yours.
Land yours. Oh, by the way, you have a Jace. I agree. Graham did not come to the semifinals, did not draw this well. Stephen, 21-12 rush. Kappa.
Choosing to activate his Jace the Mind Sculptor.
It seems like a suboptimal play, Kappa.
Although you've got to say that Graham's deck is a lot less powerful now.
Yeah. Significantly less
now that he's
powerful.
used all the hits.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he can draw anything good since TBL and There's a Recall are both in the graveyard.
Yeah, like they don't do anything in the graveyard.
Yeah,
They have no
exactly.
utility there at all.
TBL will not stand for this.
Sensei's Divining Top coming down.
A strictly worse Jace.
Yeah, the watching on while Jace does actual work.
Yeah.
And a time walk.
TTW.
If you could quickly give me an estimate on how much money worth of cards that Graham has played thus far in the 2 turns.
Large.
It is large, yeah.
Quantifiably large.
You could definitely put a number on. Oh, Spell Pierce.
Oh,
Well,
Spell Pierce.
has come down targeting.
You've
You've got to feel quite
TTW
likely.
getting
TTW getting SP'd.
TSP. The Time Walk getting the Spell Pierce.
And we don't see a mental misstep from Graham.
Yes.
So what can Jitesh do to get back from me? Again,
But
like,
it begs a question: what do you get the man who has everything?
well, what do you get the man who's against the man that has everything?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's in the position where he can't, like, you can play a creature, you're a creature deck, and you can play a creature, but then your opponent's got Jace.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that this is not going well for Jitesh.
Graham seems to have a lot of basics.
He does, and I think that's great. I would love to be in this.
Yeah,
Every time I have a deck that has lots of basics in it, they just feel glorious.
it's so good.
You're just like, Forest, and they're like, no nonsense, taps for green,
Yeah,
cast a spell.
You know where you are.
Yeah, exactly. You're in the woods.
The Mox Jet,
Oh.
the Mana Crypt.
Oh my god, so many things with V in front of them.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
of mana.
To the islands and on one of the planes.
Yeah. So what are we going to be casting here?
It is good to be the
It's
king.
it's interesting that Graham has drawn so many cards and hasn't been able to assemble any combinations.
Yes. Despite being tricky, he has not assembled combinations.
Yes, he has made tricky plays, but he hasn't done any tricks.
Yeah, exactly. It's an important distinction to remember.
Very important, especially from a judge's perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Trick
Sees
judge.
Snapcaster Mage coming down,
Ah,
or ambush Viper, as
Yeah,
it were.
TAV.
Oh, but the mana drain,
TNT.
yeah, the mana drain puts a stop to any of those foil Snapcaster shenanigans.
Yeah.
So
Tense moments here.
very, very, very tense.
Jitesh taps the Grant Land. He's casting Deathrat Shaman.
Death Rat Shaman.
Well, I mean, it's actually a way to start climbing into this game. Also, there's known as Mana Crypt in play.
yes, well,
There is a
We've
non-zero
definitely
chance of racing,
definitely seen games. Lost
and
to-
here's Restoration Angel.
how many Restoration Angels? is he
Singleton
running?
Restoration
Just a
Angel.
singleton. Yeah, just a value card.
That's an interesting choice.
Very interesting.
I think very interesting is a little far,
But
but
I mean, I've never seen it in vintage before.
that's true. I've not seen it in Vintage either, but I haven't been looking particularly hard.
I've actually got a natural foil Restoration Angel if you're after one.
I
I could sell you. I could
the
do
opposite.
you. I could do you a good deal.
I'm the opposite. I
If
have
you
one
want to-
that I'd like to get rid of to you.
Oh, maybe we could trade. We could
Yeah.
flip for both.
Yeah, that sounds ideal. Then hopefully one of us will have neither, and then that person's problems will be alleviated.
Yeah, we flipped for like the draft rares and stuff that when we were at the Pro Tour. We
Yeah,
like
of
put them all
course.
in a pool and flipped them, and the loser was like, yes.
Yeah, I don't have to carry these cards.
Yeah, cards are the worst.
They're quite sad.
So Jace went down, bouncing the Deathrite Shaman.
Yep.
The Deathrite Shaman.
Thanks.
And then we see a Sensei's Divine top activation.
TDS,
TDS.
TSDS.
So this really is a control deck with a combo kill, isn't it? It's
That's
not
what it's-
trying to win fast at all.
That's what it seems like to me after watching a bit more. It's not just trying to jam together Oryx Salvage's combo as fast as possible. It has mana drain, spell pierces, I don't know what else, force of will, all that sort of stuff. It has classic control cards. It has card advantage. I don't know what Resto is explicitly for in this deck, but last game we saw him use it to blink his Trinket Mage to complete his combo.
Yeah, I imagine it has some sort of role to play.
Yeah, he seems to have cards. So he has like a.
Apparently, we've got a judge call at the moment. There was
Okay.
mana drains.
Oh,
Yeah.
mana drain, mana that didn't get used. Okay, so we have 3 Trinket Mage and 2 Vendilion Click, and so they both have synergy with the Restoration Angel.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Like just at a glance, I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Yeah,
what
I'm
role
not-
it performs.
I'm not 100% certain what the what the Resto is, if the Resto is worth the slot in this deck or not, but it's proven to be reasonable, and it's going well here. It's letting him play a kind of a fair game with his when he's getting to a strong position. He's able to just sit back on his Jason Resto and cast counter spells to win the game.
Yeah, like the deck operates obviously as a lot of vintage decks do, primarily at instant speed, so it lets you do that.
We're sitting here. Yeah, while we're waiting,
Okay,
on
looks
this,
like
Judge
getting
Call's going to
Judge
go for a
Call.
while. We've got a table 2 here, which is going to be our Workshops versus Dredge.
Yeah, the deck.
Hooray!
Oh, look at, both players have
Both players are having lots of fun.
yeah. Is that both players have Serum Powder?
Yeah, both players do have Serum Powder in the deck, and Leroy's dead. Yeah, so that was game 1, I believe, and so that's one game that Jacob done. So Workshops goes up a game against Dredge.
Seems good for workshop.
This Leroy
He looks like he's got a lot of
reasonably-
stuff in the board.
reasonably well set up. He has at least 4 Ingot Chewers, which is great. Okay, we're back to play here. Okay,
And Dark Confidant has come down. Oh, well, it's tried to come down.
Confidence on a stack and got Force of Will.
Yeah, Graham's will was too forceful to allow the Dark Confidant to resolve.
Thank you. Also, there's a 2. This just appears in play. I believe it's for the Mana Crypt, and he'll be not taking damage from the Mana Crypt this turn.
A common line we've seen today.
Yeah, not taking damage, yeah.
I'd agree, and like we said, I don't understand
the point of the Angel. But if Graham, if
We
we
are
get
not
him in the booth at
we
some
are
point,
we are not the deck designers. In this
yeah,
instance.
for sure. Like Vintage is a format where
You can do what you want.
you can do what you want, and quite often it's good, and quite
Yeah.
often people haven't thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, if your support spells are always strong, it doesn't really matter.
Oh
what you
yeah,
close the game
your
with.
base is just so strong that it's especially with creatures getting more and more powerful, it's quite easy to slot them into these
very
incredibly powerful shells.
Very true. Yeah, and Graham also has a Monastery Mentor in his deck. He has a Monastery Mentor to add with his. Yeah, we've as we've explained before, the Restoration Angels to assist in the comboing phase.
But I mean, you could just play another Trinket
But
Mage,
one,
right?
yeah. But once you're in the combo phase of the game, it doesn't really matter what you're doing.
Yeah. It might just make it slightly easier.
The Coriolis effect is not scientifically proven, I believe.
So we see another mana drain on the...
I'm talking to Page Side, who's asking if toilets flush in the other direction in Australia. For those of you who are uninformed, it's the phenomenon is called the Coriolis effect, and it's not scientifically proven.
I don't understand why anyone would even care.
I don't know. Yeah, there are 49 players today, Ori.
Yeah, which is a very good amount for
Yeah,
Vintage.
solid turnout. Yeah, it's a very sweet tournament. All no proxy, full sanction.
Mm.
So lots and lots of money in the room.
It's been a really, really cool day. A lot of
Yeah.
really awesome decks kicking around.
Exactly, and you know,
Awesome matches.
these sort of events on the east coast of Australia are kind of a community get together. Like people are coming out from Brisbane and Sydney and Canberra, and made their way over. Guys coming from Adelaide, which is Central Australia, and we're all here for the weekend. We've got 3 tournaments to play.
Yeah, it's a really sweet weekend to come down. For the people that, enjoy these sort of formats and stuff, this is sort of the weekend in Australia,
Yeah,
really.
precisely. Yeah,
I think it used to be Nats that used to have...
yeah. Nats used to have the
Tournaments
Australian
for Nats
Vintage
weekend.
Championship and stuff like that, but since Nationals is no longer a tournament that exists,
Yeah.
bring it back, please, Wizards. It's a mana drain joke, was it? Okay, I understand.
I like jokes.
I get them. Yeah, since
Alright.
Nationals has gone away, we're kind of going to the
Life from the Loam.
Oh, yeah, Life from the Loam's interesting. If Jitesh wasn't dying rapidly.
Yeah,
it would
Life
be
from the
different.
Loam, Target Jace, and Restoration Angel.
Yeah, yeah. So there's no proxies. We have broke MTG players here. We have plenty of them. Trust me.
Yeah, speaking as two of the broken MTG
Yeah,
players.
exactly. That's why we're in the booth, not on the floor today. But
But I mean, like, you can't just have every tournament be proxy, right? It's nice to have non-proxy tournaments every now and then. Like,
Precisely.
there's quite a few leagues and stuff that allow proxies and
Yeah.
10 proxy, like even modern events we have proxies on the weekends. But
yeah,
for like the championships, you want to
yeah,
have
for big events, just
Planeswalker points on the line.
Mox Ruby on the line.
Yeah, Mox Ruby on the line, which is a
Yeah.
powerful card.
Yeah, we have the DCI Foil Wasteland there. A solid $300. Good if you can get it.
Yeah, I've got a Judge for one that I'm trying to unget. All right, so Jace is down to 1. At this point, yeah, you're just winning with Restoration Angel, aren't you? So you just
I
want to keep
believe so, yeah.
brainstorming, keep your resources high.
Yeah.
Try and find some more mana drains, etc. And yeah, Jitesh just looking pretty dejected as he has.
We have Monastery
6 turn
Mentor
on.
at the bottom of the screen there, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jitesh not really making any headway in this game.
Just
Unable to climb
Mentor.
back in it. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a scoop.
The Judge Foil is different art. That was the DCI promo one.
Yep. All right, so we're going to game 2 here, and we're going to look at the sideboards. I have none of the deck lists in front of me. Here we go. Here's Jitesh. Jitesh has 2 Illness in the Ranks, 2 Energy Flux, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 3 Yixlid Jailer, 2 Nature's Claims, 2 Dismember, 2 Flusterstorm. What do you think's coming in here?
I don't think you can bring in the like. I think maybe when you see the Mentor there, maybe that makes you want to bring in the Illness, but that would be bad because he only has 1 Mentor.
I would not be doing that. Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully he avoids that. It's a hard combo to interact with.
Yeah, I think that
But like Dismember's obviously.
Dismember's the obvious choice, and maybe I would choose Flusterstorm, but they're probably not. I don't think Flusterstorm's actually very
Well,
good.
he's got a lot of
Permission.
permission. I think with the any 4 mana drain deck, you've got to want the.
I suppose so.
Flusterstorms.
Against 4 mana drain decks, yeah.
Yeah.
And what does Graham have for this bug matchup?
2 Disenchant, 1 Pithy Needle, 3 Swords, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Cage, 3 Mindbreak Trap, 3 Containment Priest, and a Devout Witness.
What do you like? I like Swords of Plowshares.
Yeah, Swords of Plowshares seems good.
I also kind of like Engineered Explosives a little bit.
Yeah, I think you want Engineered Explosives.
This is good against killing Deathray Shaman and Dark Confidant.
Yeah, it's a versatile card, and
and they can be very useful.
Yeah, and I can't really see anything else being particularly good in this matchup.
Yeah, like a lot of
it's just sort of narrow stuff for the unfair decks. So it looks like we're watching Game 3 of Jacob Dunn versus Leroy Martin,
Okay.
the fairest of matchups.
Yeah, Dredge versus Shops here.
Doing actual mulligans as opposed to
Serum Powder.
Serum Powder,
activations.
there we see
there you
Serum
go.
Powder.
Serum
That was
Powder
a
mull.
5 mana, 5 card Serum Powder, was it?
I guess let's stay on this game because this is the last game of this match, so we'll just stay on this one.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Watch
we're
this.
watching the Serum Powder mirror here.
Although I'm definitely ready to bail if it gets boring.
If it gets boring, we'll be out of here for sure.
Yeah. Trinisphere into
Yeah.
anything. Alright.
Page side not impressed.
So I don't think there's a Bazaar there. It looks like he's going to be going to...
Oh, we don't shuffle between powders.
Right. Did we say you did? Or did Leroy?
Okay, so
He might have, actually.
that was just that was a new mulligan. Maybe we missed something.
I'm not sure, yeah. But yeah, you're right, you don't.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I didn't know it until we saw it on camera a few
Yeah.
rounds ago.
Yeah. So he powdered, drew 5, and then mulliganed again. Okay, all right. I see no Bazaar.
So that's 4, and it looks like he's... Yeah.
Yep,
He
mulliganing.
looks like he's getting a bit dejected and angry, but I mean... This is playing
Whatever,
Dredge,
you're
isn't
playing
it?
Dredge,
Yeah.
that's what you
You
do.
expect some amount of times at a tournament this is going to happen. We're not sure exactly. I imagine that Jacob Dunn's not going to let
He's
his opponent...
Jacob's an experienced player. Like
yeah, he's
he's
not going to let his opponent
he's
get
playing
away with
Serum Powder in his own deck. Like I'm gonna assume that they did it in the correct way, and
Yeah.
that we just kind of jumped in
it.
at the wrong
We
spot.
certainly don't have all the information. It's all a bit
Yeah.
on the show. So 3 cards. All right, we can go back to the other game.
No, let's see what's going
okay,
on.
sure.
I just kind of want to see if he goes to 1 here.
Isaac always tells this story about when you're playing Vintage and your opponent mulligans to 6, and you're like, oh yeah, then they mull to 5, and you're like, oh that sucks, and then they mull to 4, and you're like,
Like,
oh
oh,
wait,
God.
you're on Dredge.
Yeah.
We'll
I just want to see if he can keep a 2-carder here.
Sure, okay. Yeah, like sure, like Dredge on 3 is very similar to Dredge on 7.
Yeah, exactly. Less answers to hate pieces, but
Yeah. You can definitely still
no,
mention
it's a solid 2-carder.
a 2 card. How many mulls to 2 have you won?
0 lifetime.
Nick Watson won a mull to 2 in our GP San Jose.
He has Double Nature's Claim in his hand,
Double Nature's Claim.
and he's keeping Double Nature's Claim.
Okay, let's go back
I
to
don't
the
hate
other-
that. Hey, I don't hate that keep.
Sure.
Also, we should go back to
We
the
should
next
go to the
table.
other match.
Yeah, all right. We're back
Ooh.
here in the actual match, and we're
Looks like a lot of
actions going on. All right, we have Deathray Shaman against Aureox Salvages.
Looks like a fight was fought over that,
Yeah, certainly. Fought and lost.
as all fights are.
Mm.
Alright, so Deathray Shaman versus Aureox Salvages here. Aureox Salvages really needs the Black Lotus to...
Or Lion's Eye Diamond, but I don't think he has Lion's
Yeah,
Eye
I don't
Diamond.
think I saw a Lion's Eye Diamond in the list.
This isn't Graham King. This is Graham King.
There's definitely not a Lion's Eye Diamond in Jatesh's deck.
Yeah, no LED.
Cool. So he doesn't have tutors either, so it's really just sort of playing that control-y game and then assembling the combo at some point when it comes
Yeah.
up.
Similar to other control combo decks we've seen throughout Magic, like Splinter Twin in Modern. It's a kind of control deck that that plays a combo finish and can have a kind of explosive draw, but at the same time it can also just play a fair game and get to the point where it generates enough advantage that its combo kill is just a means to an end.
So we see Dismember here taking out the Salvages.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't want to let Graham attack with that.
Why does he have a dice on his?
Uncertain.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Uncertain.
I'm not sure what that's trying to remind him.
So yeah, Graham missing action here. Oh, it's a mana drain.
Ah.
So yeah, no blue mana for Graham.
Yeah, it looks like both players are not really sort of doing anything too powerful at this point,
Yeah.
which was interesting. Happens more often than people think of it. People think vintage is everyone just turn one killing each other, but
Yeah.
quite often you do these sort of things where you play a creature and then your opponent kills the creature and then
Yeah. We're just having updates. Table 2. Yeah, Jacob did in fact win against the Mulder 2 from the Dredge player.
strong play, strong play.
Magic's a skillful game,
Yeah,
and knowing when to mulligan is certainly one of those skills.
probably outplayed him.
Yeah, he probably did.
So here, I imagine Jitesh is thinking about misstep or
Yeah, one.
force of will, maybe.
It's
but
probably Force of Will. If it's misstep, I think I would just
you
snap it off
fire
relatively
but
quickly.
Force of will's a lot.
Yeah, Force of Will
You've
requires
already
a lot more
forced as
thought.
well,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You're
It's-
very behind on resources.
It's a large resource commitment.
Oh, there's another judge call apparently.
Oh, great. Okay.
Not sure what.
So we'll
that's
stay on the
about.
game for this one
Yeah,
because we have nothing else to watch.
we'll make sure we're not marking out the players though, so we're not listening to their
Yeah, their
their
complaints and
interactions with the
appeals.
judge,
Yeah, exactly.
for 20 minutes.
Yeah, precisely.
Learn from the best.
Don't do what Donny Don't does.
So with one salvages exile, that leaves only one other salvages.
Yeah, well, as he showed in game 1, he can win a game where he doesn't have to combo kill people.
Yeah, you've got 4 Jaces.
Yeah, and he has 3 Trinket Mages as well to beat down with, and 2 Vendilion Click.
Yep,
Interesting list.
the Miser's Resto Angel.
The Miser's Resto. So yeah, sitting here, mulling it over, debating.
We could probably come back to the
Yeah,
booth
let's come back
until
to the
this
booth, yeah.
until this
Just
judge calls
nonsense
over.
figured out. Yeah. Oh, yep, and we're back. Welcome to the booth. I'm Paddy Robinson. I'm here with Maitland Cameron. We're here for Eternal Masters Weekend, brought to you by Next Level Games, sponsored by Stream, brought to you by Sneak and Show. Spruiking over. We're here in the booth because we have a pause in action for Game 3 of our semi-final, the second semi-final.
Yep.
It's Graham King playing Aureox Salvage's Bomberman combo against Jitesh playing a bug fish deck. He's got a judge call, and so we're going to come back to the booth and have a little, take it away from the action, learn from the Pro Tour mistakes, not let Patrick Chapin have his say for 15 minutes too long, and hopefully our head judge kind of just cuts off his arguments early.
Yeah, you'd imagine Fry will deal with this.
Yeah, I was actually in Brussels for the
Oh really? Yeah.
How funny I meant to bring up the fact that I was at the Pro Tour.
Oh yeah. Drop that in. I've tried to slip in as often as I can.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I haven't mentioned that I'm qualified for the next one yet, but I'll try and bring that up.
yeah, we'll walk into it organically. I was there, and Fry was staying with us as well. Fry was judging the event, and we were discussing afterwards how we go about what went wrong in that judge call, and a lot of it was Chapin trying to weasel and commentary staying on the action for no reason.
Yeah.
And the other major part is the head judge Roberto not just being like, "That's enough."
He needed to walk away.
Well, he just needs to be like, "Hey, I understand that you don't agree with my ruling, but it's my ruling. I'm not going to hear your complaints anymore. We have a tournament to run."
Yeah.
And if you want to talk to me about it, let's talk to me about it at the end of the day's play.
Yeah, it seemed like he was like a nice guy. And he just wanted to sort of stand there and indulge Chapin, and Chapin was just not going to let it go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you can hear the first argument. That's fine. You can hear the first go around. But I was not. It was not good viewing and not a good look for Magic.
I enjoyed it, and so did Sam. I was like going to go to bed, and then it started, and I was like, man, I can't believe they're showing this. And Sam was like, it's the best coverage has been all day. And I was like, yeah.
What, you didn't like the dragon counter?
The dragon counter. What's our dragon counter at for the top 8 of the vintage event? It's
0.
low. Yeah,
Very low.
Our angel counter is at
1?
1? No,
Yeah.
2. He's cast twice.
Why did he cast?
He comboed out in them.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Yes.
he did combo out. Very good.
So Mentor's down against not much from Jitesh. He's had 2 quite lackluster draws.
Yeah, just missing lands in this game.
Yeah. I guess he has less mocks than Graham, so he's going to have less explosive
Yeah, a few
draws
less
as well.
mana sources. Yeah. Graham's got that Mentor game going though. The weak, the
Grey
weak
Ogre,
Mentor game. Yeah.
The solid hit you for 2.
The Dragon Bell Monk game.
Yeah, his Dragon Bell Monk game is very strong.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, Pithing Needle.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The trick.
Trigger on the stack.
Make a monk. Name Wasteland.
Name Wasteland. So it's Revoker that can't name lands, yeah.
Revoker can't name lands but shuts down mana sources. Pithing Needle can name lands but can't shut down mana sources. So it's good against fetch lands and wasteland and stuff like that.
I'm just so glad that they made 2 so similar cards different.
So very functionally different.
So very
yeah.
functionally different. It's really good.
Yeah, it's very sensible and sleek design. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna needle Wasteland in this instance if I'm Graham. I think I might need Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, like I definitely needle there because it just considerably alters the clock.
Oh yeah, I would definitely needle, but I'm not.
You don't care about Wasteland at all.
Yeah,
Like you get Wastelanded and it is very
it's so
irrelevant.
good for you if he Wastelands you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he can't even mess up and Wasteland you.
What is coming down here?
He's misdirecting it to the Pithing Needle.
Misdirection.
So making a Monk token and essentially
That's
just
pretty
messing
spicy.
with Jitesh's, happiness and well-being.
Yeah.
There's Force Will from Jitesh, pitching Spell Pierce, and will Graham fight back? He's kind of separated his double blue down the bottom there.
That could be just a trying to make Jitesh think that he has the mana drain, and it looks like it is indeed
that's
resolving.
exactly what happened. Yeah, okay, but he managed to make a Monk token out of that. And now the
Takes
clock
an
is
extra
still
damage.
on.
Yeah. Oh no, this was end of turn.
Yeah, the clock's still on here.
The clock hasn't changed actually. It's still the grey ogre just split into goblin fodder, dragon fodder.
Yes.
Oh, Jace.
Trigger.
Yeah. How much fun is Monastery Mentor or Jeskai Ascendancy Online to play?
Not as much fun as it is in real life. Except unless you play to the Pro Tour. In which case you go 05.
Yeah, that's not the most fun.
Yeah, it was alright. I kind of accepted my fate at some point in time.
Yeah, it definitely happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jace really... Graham's deck seems to be more about Jace than it does about the whole combo.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, it doesn't seem to cost him very much space compared to a normal Mentor deck. I wonder what this deck would be like if he just had
Took the combo pieces out.
Well, no, not taking the combo pieces out. I don't think Aether Spellbomb's a particularly bad card. It's not a horrible card to have in your deck. It cycles.
It does cycle, sure.
It cycles and it has a small amount of utility, though.
Yeah, take that Blightsteel Colossus.
Yeah, exactly. It's good against Blightsteel Colossus. And all it costs him is two salvages, basically. If he didn't play Restoration Angel and played another Mentor, or maybe played one less Trinket Mage and played a third Mentor, then suddenly he's got this deck that's both Mentor and Bomberman.
Yeah.
And he's got the Splinter Twin game going.
Yeah, I feel like he could definitely up his Mentor game very easily, with the Vendilion clicks.
I think V-clicks are okay.
They're fine, but yeah, the Restoration Angel, I imagine he's got some reasoning behind it.
Well, his reasoning is that it's part of his kind of engine when he combos.
Yeah, sure. Oh, speaking of the Spell Bomb.
Yep, exactly. Here we go.
Trigger.
Yep. So he's going to punch for...
Trinket Mage is down as well.
2... So he's attacking for 6 in this
yeah,
situation?
so threatening lethal next turn.
Yep. In a variety of different ways.
Or is he going to... What are the counters on the...
Oh, they're obviously just
Storm.
mental counts.
Yeah.
Take 6.
Alright, so now... Going back to Jitesh.
No, and the
see the handshake.
Okay, cool. So, congratulations, Graham King. Commiserations, Jitesh Rangat.
It would have been nice
Renegade.
to see some of Jitesh's games through the Swiss, unfortunately, because I don't think that
Those
match
were
was really representative of...
How the matchup, or just how his deck plays out in general. He just seemed to be a little bit landlight.
Yeah.
Yep. Our spotter saying it's not representative at all.
I'd say he would have had to play against a lot of moles for that to be representative of how he got here.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, so the finals will be Jacob Dunn on Workshops versus Graham King playing Bomberman. And
Yeah.
we've already seen Graham King fight his way through Workshops.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, so that'll be an interesting one. We'll come back to the booth for a bit, and then we're going to have a quick
See
chat about the finals, and maybe we'll take a 5-minute break or 2-minute break.
Are they going to do the
Stretch my
finals?
legs. Right now?
Well,
We're in the booth right now.
Yeah, we're in the booth right now. I imagine they'll start the finals.
Yeah,
pretty
we'll
soon,
start the
right?
finals soon. We've got, we just saw Graham King victorious over Jitesh playing Bugfish.
Yep.
Jitesh and Bugfish kind of rhyme to me. That's kind of fun.
That's probably why he chose the deck.
Yeah, I'm certain that was part of his reasoning. Yeah, couple minutes take break before the finals. We'll bring the black screen up, and you can go and get a drink and use a bathroom or whatever, and then come right back. We'll have much more, the final match of the Vintage Tournament here at Eternal Masters.
Exactly one more match.
Exactly the last match of Eternal Masters here at
Mox,
Next Level Games.
What's the second prize? So it's Mox on the line and...
I don't know, like a library or something? No, it can't be quite a library.
Yeah, I think it might have been Wasteland for third and fourth, and I can't remember what it was.
Okay, alright, so it's fairly top skewed. Anyway, we got one more match. We'll be back here at Next Level Games for Eternal Masters Weekend, the Vintage Finals.
Right.
Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the booth. We're here at Eternal Masters, where we're getting ready for the finals of the Vintage Tournament. The tournament today is brought to you by Next Level Games, Dandenong. Right behind us, up here, Spruket. And the coverage today brought to you by Sneak and Show. My name's Paddy Robertson. I'm slightly warmer wearing this jacket, and I'm here with Maitland Cameron, one-time loser of a Grand Prix final.
I've lost many of a Grand Prix.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the final match of the Vintage today. We're going to be cutting down to the booth, cutting down to the tournament floor right now. We have Graham King playing Bomberman versus Jacob Dunn playing Stacks. Do we have Jacob's deck list at the moment?
Oh, it might be around here. Oh, we haven't featured him yet, have we?
I don't believe Jacob's been on camera yet, except for a brief period last round.
Yeah, just
The
quickly.
backup table. But for those of you who haven't been watching previously, Graham's playing essentially a blue-white control deck with a combo kill. He's playing the Auric Salvage's Black Lotus, like infinite mana loop. And to complement that, he's got a kind of standard control game with lots of mana drains, Force of Will, Spell Pierces, Missteps, Misdirections, 4 Jace the Mind Sculptor, so he's really heavy on the Planeswalkers.
Jacob Dunn appears to be rocking a more traditional Stacks deck than the other Workshop decks we've seen.
He actually has got Smokestacks in it.
Yes, he actually has the namesake card, Thorn of Amethyst, Sphere of Resistance, Tanglewire, Lodestone Golem, the Moxen, Khan.
He has 4 Serum Powders and a Staff of Nin in his deck as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
so
2 Phyrexian Revoker, no Metamorph, which is worth noting.
Metamorph's been picking up in popularity a lot recently.
Yeah, I think Metamorph's a good card, but here we go. We have Graham on the play. Yeah, Graham on the play, and he's tearing his sleeve apart right now, so hopefully he didn't damage a card that was worth too much money, and if he did, I hope he doesn't care.
Maybe a flip. It looks like he's double sleeve, so I imagine he's fine.
What a coward.
Do you only play vintage events, no sleeves?
Only if it's other people's decks. But I play my Legacy deck without double sleeves, and that has like Forces and Volcanics in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
TBL every time for Graham King, hey. He's been mana weaving correctly.
Nuts. Yeah, he's a man that knows how to mana weave.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
This is exactly the start Graham needs against a deck like Jacob's.
Whoa! Got shops.
This is the exact hand that you want to be casting Vendilion Click against.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what I would... I would need to know the contents of Graham's hand before I would decide what I want to take.
It's always very relevant. I feel like Lodestone Golem is the front runner.
I think it might actually be Tanglewire.
Is Tanglewire 4 mana or 3 mana?
3 mana.
3 mana.
I would take Tanglewire in this situation.
Yeah, Tanglewire.
Unless I had Force of Will in my hand. In which case, I'd probably still just take Tanglewire.
As we've seen all day, like Tanglewire is an incredibly powerful permanent.
Yeah, and one of the advantages of the situation that we're in right now, that Graham's in right now, is he's on board.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got the clock. It doesn't matter how much Sphere of Resistances and Thorn of Amethyst get put into play right now.
Exactly. Yeah, if you can get that first thread in against shops, it's very hard for their deck to deal with it. Although in Jacob's favor is the fact that Staff of Nin can kill Vendilion Click, but he has only brought 1 to the table, whereas most shops players are running closer to 3 or 4.
Correct. Yeah, and worth noting that Peter, he did not draw Step.
Yeah, why do you think he didn't draw Step?
I don't think he thought about it too hard.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that as well.
Here we go, Revoker naming something or other.
He could name Flutter's Strand?
No, he cannot.
No, okay.
That is not a readable piece of text.
It's not even close.
No.
So we see a second Flutter's Strand coming down, and
Auric Salvages he's naming. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How he managed to interpret that from that piece of paper is beyond me.
Right, so we see 2 shops, 6 artifact castable mana.
Yeah, exactly, but no artifact activated abilities.
No, none of them. And Lodestone.
Here we go, Lodestone Golem. Is this going to get mana drained?
As expected.
No, it did not get mana drained. Okay. Now we're in a different situation.
Yes.
It is not so
Although
good
the
to be the
Vendilion
king.
Click can trade for the Lodestone Golem.
Yeah, but then you
then
don't have a clock
yeah,
on
then
board
your clock's
against a deck
gone.
that's going to have 11 mana in play
Yeah.
very soon.
He definitely has access to a lot of mana there, and the top of
Yeah.
Jacob's deck is very light. He's running a lot of blanks, to be honest, with the Serum Powders.
Yeah, well, Smokestack's very good, yeah.
Yeah, Smokestacks would be very, very good. Caracas. Oh, we see the V-Click lock coming into play.
The quote-unquote lock, yeah.
So, playing right into
Shadow of Doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no fear at all.
Yeah. Not a single bit of fear. Not
Probably
one
an
bit
appropriate amount of fear, to be
Of,
honest.
not one bit of fear once.
One time fear. You don't like the deck list get shared?
I don't believe we have deck lists being shared for this
Yeah,
topic.
well, we've had our deck list. We've had the deck list the whole time. So I
Yeah,
don't think
exactly.
they have.
No one's come in here and tried to get deck lists to share them around.
Yeah. When we did one of the interviews,
Yeah.
I was sort of like, should you not have this information?
Yeah, this is probably a little bit too much. This is the God book here.
yeah.
Yep. So we're just
another V click.
yep. So looping it with Caracas.
Kana's the only target, it seems.
Yep. I imagine you take it.
Yeah, Khan seems like the best. Oh, yeah, probably.
I guess he has Caracas against it,
Although, like, how good? Yeah, Khan's just sort of.
but it does get to kill his mana crypt, which I don't think he would mind so much in this situation.
Yeah, that's.
So he did leave it in his hand, worth noting.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Do you kill the mana crypts?
I'm not certain that I would.
Yeah, I don't think you do, right? Because you're trading. You imagine he's trading V-Click. He didn't trade V-Click. Okay.
Wow, that's bold.
How is he? Oh, you're so. He's got like lethal next turn, right?
Yes.
That is very interesting. I wonder what Graham's hand is. Is he maybe looking to combo this turn? Because he does
He
have
has
the
a-
Black Lotus in the bin.
TBL.
Oh, yep. Jacob making sure that the mana crypt trigger is remembered.
Odds or evens. All right.
Yeah, gets
no
there.
damage. All right. So
So yeah, we
yeah,
could be
now
seeing...
he's going to do it after the upkeep. Yep. Sensible play from Jacob.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
We did after the draw step.
Yeah. Maybe he tried to stop Jacob. Tried to stop Graham.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there it goes. No mana floated or
Sure.
whatnot.
That makes it a lot harder for or Salvage just come down and win.
And I believe we just had the turn pass back.
Yeah. No, this is. I guess he can now try and start block looping the click.
No, I think
Or
he
just
has
bounce
to trade off and
yeah, bounce
can't.
can't trade. Yeah, that seems a lot better.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Always.
That's right. Yeah. So
Oh, Wasteland.
yeah, this is not good. So you need to bounce
Bounce
Khan
Khan
here.
now while you can. Yeah. Chock it full of summoning sickness.
Yep. Hopefully his mana drain. He can't have mana drain in this situation, can he? Because he needs to pay one
'cause,
more.
due to the Lodestone Golem effect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jake-
he couldn't Auric Salvages because he's got Phyrexian Roadguard. Ah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at me.
Jacob sensibly not trading his Lodestone going off here, recognizing that there's
Yeah, Revoker gets in there.
Yep.
That's
Recognizing
good
that Graham's slightly behind mana wise, and just content to send it all in next turn.
plays. It's interesting considering Graham's been playing this game with perfect evasion basically the entire game. I feel like he should probably
And
be.
there he goes.
I feel like that was his game to win, really.
I genuinely thought it was his game to win. We don't know the contents of his hand, but
It
It
yeah,
seemed
it's hard to say.
not clicking draw step is interesting to me. I'm also curious as to whether or not I would just be. Yeah, it's hard to say what else without information as to Graham's hand,
It
but
seemed like he just had nothing going on.
yeah, then like what did you? What
But I
did
mean,
you
if
think
you
your hand
didn't
was
have
going to
lands,
achieve?
or if you didn't have interaction, then
Yeah, what could he possibly
what
have
could he
had?
have had? Yeah, like because he had his colors. So if he had swords, he could have swords. If he had mana drain, he could have drained.
Maybe he just had like mental missteps and misdirections and shit.
I guess, yeah, but like there was a lot of cards, a lot of turns where he just wasn't.
Yeah, I mean he has a lot of things that he can draw that just don't do very much.
Okay, so how do you think the board changes? What does Jacob Dunn bring in?
Where are we, Jacob?
Jacob's over here. So we've got access to 2 Worm Coils, 2 Tormod's Crypts, 2
Caracas.
Caracas,
3.
Null Rod, 3 Null Rod,
Yeah, that's not right.
3 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Tabernacle of Hedron Vale,
Yeah.
and 2 Ensnaring Bridge.
Interesting.
So you don't want those. Don't want Null Rod. Did you do?
No,
You don't want Null Rod, do you?
I kind of want Null Rod.
Really?
A little bit. Probably not though.
Do you want the Worm? I think the Worm Coil engine is like.
It's solid, but it's just another kind of like.
It's not a
thing to
path
do with
target.
mana,
Yeah, so
like,
target.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Tormod's Crypt's very good. It's not like it's Relic of Progenitus.
I think it comes down to other things you want to take out, really, because
Yeah.
nothing you're bringing in is exciting.
I mean, do you want? I guess you have Serum Powder in your deck for reasons other than what it does in play. Maybe you don't want a lot of smokestacks. You probably do because because he wants to play a longer game. You want to like deny
Yeah,
resources
exactly.
in that way. Maybe there's just nothing to cut.
Yeah, it looks a lot like these decks. It's the same as Dredge, where sometimes you get a matchup where you're not prepared for, and you just don't really have much to board at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And from Graham's side, we see 2 Disenchant, which are coming in, Pithing Needle, which will be coming in, 3 Swords, which will be coming in,
Yeah, Disenchants, Needle, Swords.
and the Devout Witness, which will be
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
massive,
That is a solid way of winning the game.
Yeah, Jacob Gunn's not going to enjoy seeing that come down.
No. But Graham's got the uphill fight here. Stack's always capable of just locking someone out. Before they even realize they're in the game.
Yeah. Stacks is again one of those decks where you expect to win game 1. So taking that is good, but it's it's what Graham expects.
Yeah, you start to get worried as Stacks if you lose game 1.
Yeah, when you lose game 1 with Stacks, it's definitely you're very up against it.
Yep.
So we're still seeing. It looks like Jacob's still deliberating about whether or not he wants to board, which it's fair. Like the very very small percentage. Like hand strategy, you're taking a percentage from like 2% to win to like 60 or whatever. Whereas his board here is maybe going from make a 1% change or something. It's all there's some cards that are sort of situationally good.
Yeah, precisely. That's right.
But his main deck does seem to sort of be just what he wants to be doing, largely.
I'm just wondering if it's worth having Null Rodent against him.
He does have a lot of tough one.
He does have a lot of mana, artifact mana.
Yeah, I mean, he has the amount that people play in Vintage.
The max.
The max, yeah.
He also has cards like Top. Like
Yeah,
Sensei's Divining
the
Top,
Top-
the Engineered Explosives, the Aether Spell Bomb.
Jacob didn't see the trick. If Jacob had seen the Trinket Mage game 1, maybe that would have.
I think he knows by this point in time.
Sure. Maybe
But
that would
they're
make
playing
me want
next
to
to each
bring in
other
the
at the
Null
table.
Rods because
Yeah, I think
He's
if you know he's
activated Top
Bomb
a
Man,
lot.
maybe it's reasonable.
yeah. It also stops Aether Spellbomb, which might make it harder for Graham to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. It seems to be his only way of actually combo killing.
Yeah, although as we've seen, Graham prove that
You can
his
just beat
deck
down.
is definitely not reliant on that at all.
Yeah, it's not a single-minded combo deck.
All right, so
Here we go. Graham drawing up.
see a Moxen in Jacob's hands, a
Yep.
City of
Traded.
No, what's that
Ancient
one?
Tomb.
Ancient Tomb.
A Tangle Wire. So we're going to have turn 1 Tangle Wire.
Would you vote for Tangle Wire being the least fun card in Magic? I mean, other than Trinisphere.
Yeah, Trinisphere, Sphere of Resistance.
Tangle Wires, it's a good one.
It's a solid one, hey.
It's one of those symmetrical effects, so it's fair.
Yeah.
Both players. Graham shipping it back. Jacob, his hand looks pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah.
I can't really see. Like, he's definitely got access to all the.
He
mana
has turn 1 Tangle Wire if he wants it. I'm not sure that
How
he does
good's
want
that on the play? Yeah.
Not very good at all. He's on the draw.
Seems act. Oh, he's. On the
He has
draw.
Crucible of Worlds as well.
Oh.
So this game could easily just be locked out before it begins.
Yeah, a Crucible against an opponent who's already mulliganing is definitely quite powerful. Alright, with the deck sufficiently randomized, Graham is now drawing his 6. Against shops, do you think Graham is more or less incentivized to go for the trick or play the control game?
It's hard to say. I think I would probably want to go for the trick. I think assembling the control game, playing the control game for long enough to execute, to actually kill them via the control route is, it's adventurous.
Yeah.
It's risky. So here we have a Serum Powder cast off a Mox and an Ancient Tomb, just getting permanents and mana sources into play. I imagine. Here we have Strip Mining is cast top and is upkeep topping. So Strip Mine being your first land drop is a sure sign that you are not really drawing very many lands.
Yeah, you're not chock full of mana.
No, you're not mana rich. But he did draw a Sapphire, that's okay.
Okay.
Hitting Sapphire is pretty good.
Missing land drop though.
Missing land drop obviously not
At least
great.
he can end a turn top as well now.
Might have been worth topping again.
Main phase, yeah.
Yeah, and then trying to hit a land.
I guess he
flipping
could
it.
have Spell Pierce or
It's true, he could have Spell Pierce.
maybe
He shows Spell Pierce here against
that's good.
Against Crucible of Worlds.
Really glad to keep that Crucible of.
Yep, agreed. Is Jacob going to make a land drop here? I think he might be. Yep, there it is.
Okay. Oh,
the
Wasteland.
awkward. Sphere of Resistance is pretty good for him here too. They're probably less good than that other card would.
Would you like Sphere here more, or just take out the Strip Mine while it was tapped? I feel like I would have been pretty close to just take out the Strip Mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they essentially achieve the same thing,
Yeah, it's very.
but
close.
you don't get stripped back. Yeah, I think I would take a strip mine. I would waste a strip mine here.
All right, so we see coming back.
Yeah, we're resource light for Graham here.
Very resource light.
He's not a position I would want to be against Dax.
Very tough, especially already down a game.
Yeah, at least he's not Crucible locked.
No, but like as soon as Jacob finds something, and
Yeah,
Tangawai is not exactly something, but
it's certainly good.
it's certainly not good for it. Yeah, it's not good for Graham.
That said, it does play into the hands of Graham where he wants to just sit there and constantly grind away with top away until he finds lands, make land drops. Maybe he can clear the top card of his library.
Yeah, if he can assemble enough
trick.
lands to be able to do the trick before Jacob pressures him, then
Yeah, precisely. So yeah,
But like now Jacob has 2 wastelands, so even if Graham does manage to find a second land,
I mean, Graham's already shown that he has a lot of basic
he
lands.
does
in
have
his
a lot
deck.
of basics. Yeah.
Yeah. Graham's really needed to hit a land at some point in time here.
Yeah, that's 2 games in a row that he's
been land light,
quite
yeah.
constrained on mana, which can happen in like Vintage. Really do are on the side.
Yeah.
of,
This is Revoke is not going to be the end of times here. It's going to name
Mm,
Mox Sapphire, and because it can shut down mana abilities,
yeah,
unlike its Needle Brethren.
Naming Divining Top could also be.
No, just
You just want to take out the mana source.
Yeah, because he's already proved that the top card of his library doesn't have any mana sources.
You've got
in
like
it.
at least 2 turns where
Yeah.
nothing's going to be happening.
Precisely, yeah. Name Sapphire, of course. Yep. Here we go. Fading down, tapping Sphere and a Tangle Wire. There's just so many permanents in the shops deck that let you.
Like, this is even without the namesake card.
Yeah, it
He's
doesn't
managed
even have
to
shop. Yeah,
assemble this board that is
precisely. Yeah.
only like 1 lock piece.
Surely Graham has a discard at this point.
We must be getting close, and
Yeah. Game heading towards its inevitable conclusion. I fear.
yeah, quite unfortunate, especially considering how many tools Graham has to deal with. Deal with this deck. Like we saw in the semis, his matchup seemed quite good with all the paths and with all the swords.
He looked great when he had mana and play with
Disenchantment,
removal
Devout
spells.
Witness.
Maybe Jacob's a bit heavier on lock pieces, but it just seemed to have just drawn Tangle Wires and Spheres when he needed to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
the other-
game 1 potentially Graham
Had
could have maybe made some different lines.
Yeah.
And had a game.
He just didn't seem to cast any spells. It was really odd.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to cast spells.
I thought he was going to do some things,
Yeah.
and yet this game is just
Yeah,
it's
we're
a
done.
classic case.
We're done, yeah.
Yeah, this is what's happening.
Yeah. And this is why we've waited and waited and waited to feature shops.
As easy as it is to say exciting things about the current board state,
Yeah. Would you say that players are having fun right now?
I'd say that one of the players, I'm not going to say who, is probably having a grand old time.
Yeah, I think if we can safely say it's Graham.
It's probably Graham.
As they say, it is good to be the king.
It is good to be
This is
the
good
king.
to be the king.
Do you think Graham's already freeing up space in his folder for the Mox Ruby?
Just wondering which mantelpiece to dust off to put it on.
Where can I store this?
And here we go. All right.
Going to
We're
put like
probably
a
going to
2-turn
see.
clocker.
Probably going to see the hand extended.
Yeah, you may as well draw 1 more card.
Yeah, I mean you might as well
Yeah.
ship it.
Yeah,
And there we go. That's the conclusion.
Yeah.
Jacob Dunn wins
Yeah,
the
champion.
Vintage Championship.
Unlimited Mox Ruby.
Yeah, one
New
unlimited
owner.
Mox Ruby for Jacob Dunn. Commiserations to Graham King. Pretty rough matchup here, but yeah, congratulations to Jacob taking it down with workshops.
Sure, we'll get him in the booth.
Yeah,
soon.
we'll get Jacob in here for an interview. Yeah. When he's done D-sideboarding and doing his thing. But it's been a really good day of coverage here today.
Yeah.
We've, had good fun. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to the booth. I'm Paddy Robertson. That's Maitland Cameron over there. We're here at Next Level Games, and we're brought to you by Sneak and Show. Yep, there we go. I've got all the hand actions down.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We've just seen the finals of the Vintage Championships, or the Vintage tournament that's been played here today. We had 49 players. We had a relatively diverse field. It was only 20% workshops, which is pretty good for Melbourne. But it took away the workshops happened to take away the final matchup there. Jacob Dunn defeating Graham King, playing Bomberman in 2 games. We're trying to get Jacob into the booth here, but the tournament today was a rousing success. It's the biggest turnout they've ever had for Vintage Masters.
Yeah, I think everyone really was surprised and impressed by how many people there were coming to play Vintage, and
Yeah, it was good to get that many people, and I think that everyone seemed to be having a really good time.
Yeah.
There was a good atmosphere here. A lot of people playing interesting decks,
Yep.
and the metagame seems really good.
And we've got our 93, 94 old school Magic tournament coming up after this tournament, so we're gonna be doing that.
So that's tonight, is it?
That's tonight.
Are you playing in that?
I'm gonna be kicking around and playing it. Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. So you're hanging out?
Well, I guess I'll hang out.
Yeah,
sure.
you're obligated. I have
Yeah.
the keys.
You do. I might see
Yeah.
if there's another deck.
Yeah, we can definitely try. We can definitely try and borrow another deck. But yeah, just waiting for Jacob to get his stuff together. He's probably celebrating with friends for a bit. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe not us specifically, but other people will be here commentating the Legacy tournament.
Yeah, which should be really good. I imagine the turnout will be even better than today.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be slightly higher. It was about 60 or 70 players last year I played it.
Playing for a Mox Sapphire.
Yeah. Playing for Sapphire tomorrow, and then Monday we have Australian Point System Highlander, which you should definitely come and check out if you haven't seen it before. And if you're familiar with the format, it's a great place to go and see new tech, what people are doing. Yeah, 93, 94 is coming out within the next hour or so. Yeah. If we want to stream it, I'm absolutely content to stream it. Hey,
Someone asked what it is, and I'm in the boat.
93, 94.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is?
Well, they don't. But
They don't? Okay,
Also,
alright.
I believe. Let me explain. I believe it's the format. The format as it was in 93, 94. So the Magic format, which would have been essentially vintage. Everything's allowed.
Yeah.
You can just play whatever you want, but you have to play it from whatever.
Yeah.
Was
So
legal
basically, we
there.
have
It's flashback standard.
Yeah, we're not we have Homelands is legal and stuff like that, but not Ice Age. That's the 93, 94, but everything back from that.
From Fallen Empires, right?
Fallen Empires and backwards. Anyway, we're joined here by Jacob Dunn, Mighty Tournament winner.
With his
Show us your
newly
prize
acquired-
first.
Yeah, Mox Ruby.
Yeah, is this count towards? I know you got some kind of agreement with your girlfriend.
Right,
about,
okay, so-
jewelry versus jewelry.
So 5 years ago, earlier in our relationship, I said if I ever buy a Mox, if I'm ever going to buy something that expensive for Magic, these were much cheaper at the time as well.
They were.
I've gone, just shoot me. And she said, instead, how about you get me? Because she obviously knew I was going to play more Magic.
Yeah.
And she went, so why don't you just buy me a necklace equivalent, proper size as well and everything, with a real gemstone in it. And I went, yeah, sure. And I've kept this deal with her going for ages, but it's okay if I win them.
Yeah.
I haven't spent money on them.
So is this your first piece of power?
This is second when I won the National Highlander Championships last year. Yeah, that was the Emerald.
Oh, the Emerald. So you have an Emerald and a Ruby now. So you can play any Gruul deck you want, really.
Yeah. Well, I've got Recall and Time Walk because there's no jewelry equivalent to that.
Okay. So
I can get Lotus as well. Yeah.
That's not part of the.
No, I have won both of those as well. But yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, nice work.
Could have bought them.
Shops today are fairly kind of it's a dull choice. Let's be perfectly fair. Speaking from a coverage perspective, at least.
Yeah. It definitely is. My matches were dull as hell probably to watch.
You executed the trick.
I didn't get 2 of my Mox, and I've actually only got 3 Mox in the list.
Really? I didn't pick up on that.
So 2 Mox short, and I replaced one with a City of Traders.
Yeah, I saw the City of Traders.
And that was just a one-off because I was like, I tested Mox Opal, and it's really not the same.
No, it's not.
And the other one is the Staff of Nin, which I jammed in because I went, other decks have it. I should have it too.
It seems like a pretty reasonable card.
So this is what Josh Butler played a while ago. This is similar to his list. That's where I pulled it from. It's actually the list my girlfriend played in our Vintage League down in Canberra.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I changed the sideboard last minute for the Ensnaring Bridges over 2 Mazebith.
Okay.
But other than that, it's pretty standard. And I really like the list because the Serum Powders give it the consistency that other shops decks can be missing.
You have a lot of redundant kind of lock pieces. Yeah, I can see that.
And it is just the harder lock. So it's weaker against other shop decks with Forge Masters and things because they're faster and more aggressive. But you're stronger against sort of the other decks in the format because you can lock them out in 2 turns.
And you definitely had that. You definitely saw that against Graham, where his deck's a kind of slow, grindy control deck where he's trying to make land drops and get permanents in play, and you can just lock him under Tanglewire, under Smokestack, and all that sort of
stuff. With the cons, the Serum Powders aren't even that bad to actually hardcast.
Yeah, exactly. Put in the play and attack with your 3/3. That's good. Anyway, you playing Legacy tomorrow?
I am indeed.
What are you going to play in Legacy?
Do I tell you?
Yeah, you don't have to tell me at all. You can
I'll be playing Countertop.
Cool.
Are you playing tomorrow?
I'm thinking about it. I've got a lot of homework to do, but I might come out.
Well, going for Master of Masters since Isaac won't be competing this
year.
That's true.
Isaac won't be here tomorrow.
Last year I was in contention for it, and that's the reason he came to the third event.
Oh, really?
He goes, I can't let Jacob win. So he rocked up, and it was just whoever did best in the Legacy. I think it was the last event last time.
Okay, yeah.
And we were both doing terribly, but he
But
did
just scraped.
mildly less terribly than me.
Anyway, well, good on you. Congratulations today.
Yeah.
Real good result. Taking it back to Canberra.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Good luck for Legacy tomorrow.
Yep.
And good luck for everything. It's good having the booth, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See you, boys.
Congratulations, Jacob Dunn, owner of Mox Ruby.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
thus ends a
I guess
successful
thus
day.
ends a successful stream. We'll be back tomorrow from around about midday Eastern Standard Time.
I'd imagine that's when it'll
Yeah,
kick off.
something roughly about that. The tournament starts at 10 or 11 or something like that, and we'll probably be covering from round 2.
Yeah, probably about
Yeah,
then.
just because of logistics reasons. We're actually a little bit out of the city at the moment, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour's drive out of the city. So give us some time to go to bed and get some sleep, all that sort of stuff. But we're going to be playing old school Magic now. If we're feeling adventurous, maybe we'll play some stuff on stream. So the stream might fire up later. But so follow
What
the
is
Show
the
account.
93, 94? How many rounds or what?
I don't know. We're
what's the
playing for
tournament
a sealed box of Homelands boosters though.
Sealed box of Homelands.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah, we can look into streaming it. Okay.
The real winner is fun.
Yeah, fun is definitely the winner here.
Oh man,
Oh, we're organizing streaming for the 93, 94 right now. Yes, that's
wow.
great.
that's awesome.
Okay, cool. So it might actually be happening. So follow this account. We'll probably go live again in a little bit.
Even if we don't, you should definitely check out the Legacy tomorrow and
Yeah.
the Highlander on Monday.
Precisely. And so follow the Sneak and Show streaming account. Check out sneakandshow.com. Check out Next Level Games. They've got some websites up as well. They all do online purchasing and stuff like that and all that sort of fun stuff. If you like the streaming content from the two of us, we both stream relatively regularly on Twitch TV, streaming Magic Online. You should follow this guy at twitch.tv/Maton_.
Yep.
Yeah, so MATON_, and I'm twitch.tv/GetSmart with no underscore. You can follow both of us on Twitter with the Twitter handle down there, that way actually.
my name's
actually
Cameron Maitland.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
torched.
what?
This guy's name's actually Maitland Cameron. His last name is his first name, and his first name is his last name. But no
Oh,
one
there
really.
we go. Well, almost there we go.
That's right. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed what we're doing, follow along, talk to us, hang out, follow Gas MTG on Facebook, because I got to get my own shit in there. It's been really fun. Stay tuned for more Magic, old school Magic After Dark.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
All right.
Later.